between Team USA Derek Shoemaker playing Stark versus Germany Carsten. Do not know how to pronounce Carsten's last name. Praßni, maybe? Praßni? It's like it's that double S, right? That symbol. But
Yeah, perhaps Ivan can give us better
when Ivan
insight on that, how to pronounce that.
when Ivan gets here, yeah. So this is the semifinals. Team USA versus Team Germany. The score is currently tied 2-2. We should have, I believe, 4 more matches today. Alex Black, I don't think has a scheduled time yet, but we've got times for the other 3. Probably don't have anybody tuned into the stream yet, but
All right, here we go.
Yeah. All right, for those listening in at home, we are joined by James from the Storm Bros.
Woo!
I said it wrong. Storm Bros.
Some bros.
Okay, so while they're setting up, maybe we'll take a look at the decks real quick. Here is.
I was taking a look earlier, and interesting Targ steel build. I will say that.
All right, the reset is Wildfire Assault. And what else did you notice that you thought was interesting?
The lack of 8-cost Danny in this deck.
So Core Khal Drogo, New Recaro, Hisdar.
Mm-hmm. That's his restricted card as well.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You're joined by Ivan. Ivan, pronounce your name.
Ivan.
Ivan, excuse me.
Yes.
Big difference.
Big difference.
Yes, I apologize.
One is Russian, one is Bulgarian.
I will attempt not to repeat that mistake.
Don't worry.
But we are but ignorant Americans. It's kind of what we're known for.
Belligerent, ignorant Americans.
And proud of it.
What do we have today?
All right, we got Derek Shoemaker playing Stark Crossing versus Carsten from Germany playing Targ Valerian Steel.
You just open the decks for me. Did you went over the decks?
Briefly, yes. We
Okay.
threw the deck list up while they were doing their setups.
Good start for both of them. Did you buy the setup?
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the setup yet. So if you want to go ahead and
So I think both are in a very good place. Although Friedman is something that you don't want to set up originally, but an extra card is an extra card regardless. Not huge fan of the plots, but it's a good plot, so nothing we can do about that. Other than that, yeah, they both of them have a very strong start, and Small John is not small at all.
He's the opposite of small.
Yeah, for a first turn. And looks like Derek is in a good position now. I wonder how he'll use the Iron Throne, just because of the variety that's within the Valyrian skill. And interesting, he didn't use it in marshalling.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess he's fearing anything being ambushed. I mean, anything he marshals, he can most likely deal with. I guess it's a surprise aspect that can be a problem for Derek. But like you said, with all the variants of the Valerian Steel deck, it's hard to tell which one is going to be coming in at the right time.
Yeah.
So other than Miss Sunday, what other characters could Karsten bring in the challenges phase?
Koto. With
Clotho, yeah.
priority.
Clotho, yeah.
And Koto stops Missandei as well. With
Right. So maybe that's your answer there. Does he name Clotho once we get to challenges phase?
yeah, but then you have gifts for the widow that could bring hundreds of problems left. Although we
Gifts of the
have three.
Widow.
Yeah, but then there is Recon on the board. So is he three of? Right. 3 times Recon. New meta.
Let's see. Clotho's
So
3
he
of.
dropped,
Gifts of the Widow is 3 of.
and he just dropped down a Breaker of Chains, so now that can bring in any 2-cost character in his hand that's not Masande. So uh, things could snowball very quickly here.
Yep. One of those weird Targaryen attachments. And it's Pentus is on the board, so that's a little bit scary, I would say.
Yes, Pentos is the one of Pentos that he happened to draw is going to do some work here.
Is it one of?
Yes, so one of in his list.
Oh, brave Targaryen. Yep. I mean, I would play triple maybe and drop economy, but
Yeah, I mean that card is insane. Just drawing a card, bring attachment to play for free.
we saw it in a. I don't remember what game was. During draw phase, we had. Trey, you were watching the game, I recall. Was it Crown of Gold queued something into draw phase? What was it? I think Tyrion
I
got.
don't remember. Yeah.
But yeah. Jogo for free. Okay, so very stable board for both players.
Okay, and Jogo does have another Blood Rider in Recaro, so he's stealthy.
Yes.
Interesting point. I brought it last time as well. Is that what? Why is Scott on the board?
Guess he's doing
He
it
just
during
marshaling.
marshalling. Yeah.
Ah, he did
Yes.
it not. Okay. Something that I was wanting to point out previously is that interesting to see fortified position showing here and there in the Targaryen plot lines.
Yeah, I believe that's in there because I believe he just once his characters are in play that their abilities are irrelevant. I think it's more important that the attachments do things. Like, for example, even if Khal Drogo was hit by the fortified positions, Dragon Skull would still give him renown.
Oh, and the other three attachments that give renown as well.
Yeah, it's fortified positions is not something you see too often. However, I know one of my teammates, Andras Fulop, Andrash Fulop is high on that card in certain decks.
Yeah. I caught me by surprise when I was doing the overview beginning of the cut. It was very interesting to see that, but then it makes sense.
Okay, we saw he Iron Throne gifts for the Widow. I mean,
Yep, that's
I
the
think it
next.
probably became easy once Kotho made the board in
Yeah,
marshalling, right?
I agree.
Wise -1 small drone.
Crossing.
Ah, well,
Yes. Yes,
I
Derek
had
is
the same
crossing.
thought. It's like there's no used plots.
Obviously, no value in the military challenge.
So no breaker of trains trigger there, right?
I
Yeah,
believe it's only attacking.
yeah.
As an attack. Okay. But it also kind of tells you something that he was willing to do that. I don't know. I guess you do. He's.
So depending on his hands, right? If he has a 0 cost attachment in his hands, he could put it into play, gain the gold, and never mind. I forgot. There's mercenary contracts in play. I forgot it's only when you would have challenge attacking. Don't mind me.
I was looking at the resets, and Targaryen is completely in control of that. So Derek's not running reset. As usual, Derek style. And we'll see if there is Missandei in or not.
How does. So what's the way that Missandei gets discarded, though? What's the trick?
Military claim.
Oh, on claim? Oh.
Almost.
I thought you were suggesting Missandei could come into play to help him actually defend that challenge, but.
No, I mean, with my work with Targaryen,
Oh, I see.
Missandei
You're
is
just
listed by
you were calling
claim.
the intrigue claim. It's like.
Yeah. Sorry about that. If you heard
It's
my
okay.
phone.
So, at the gates has already happened. Are there any other good things that Rickon is stopping in this deck?
Gifts. Gifts.
Gifts of the Widow, yeah.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's it, I think.
Let's take a look at the deck.
Exchange. Exchange is not search, right? There is no search there, so. Yep.
Yeah, no.
But gifts is more than enough. What
Agreed.
happened? Off to go town.
That's cute.
All right.
Rickon as a Tricon. I'm taking a
Yep.
screenshot.
Taking the screenshot.
I mean, intrigue is probably very important at the beginning, and Derek shouldn't care that much about the power because he wants his opponent to have power.
Well, this Targ Valerian Steel, it's not exactly a big. I mean, not it can kill things, but it's not like other Targ decks, which are all about clearing your board as the main thing they're doing, right?
I would say the deck is deceptively strong. I got eliminated by this bullshit in Starek, so I'm still salty about the deck.
Well, it's strong. I mean, are you saying it's strong in that it still kills tons of characters, or I mean,
As a consistency,
yeah,
it has access to renown that out of nowhere. There are currently 3 attachments that give renown and additional challenges. So that's one of the main strengths of the deck. Although you cannot cycle them like you would like to, but there is access to additional military challenge, there is access to additional power challenge, ton of renown and stand, so they can close pretty fast out of nowhere as well. The deck is not slow, but it's not that. I mean, it's deceptive.
right. So we did see here's your fortified position, which you guys were talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, the Targ steel deck, like it was said, it is deceptive because it's not slow, it's not really fast, but it can definitely turn on the heat when it's going, when it's it's drawing its cards and it's playing its things out. I think Derek's best bet here is to pray to God.
We'll see. I mean, it's a little bit too early. I don't know if you watched the previous hand. Okay. Will this be bestowed for how much? I mean, I'm bestowing all four actually. Only two.
Looks like bestowing two, not too bad.
Well, does this mean that like? Okay, I'm guessing, but does this mean he probably has a Gifts of the Widow because now Derek can't stop it because
He still can.
Rickon's blanked, right?
No.
Yes, true. Yes, Rick is blank.
I mean, you look at the Stark side. It's not. I mean, Small John's not. I mean, and Sansa don't care tremendously about being blanked. Wyman matters. Rickon matters.
It's actually a benefit for Small John and Sansa.
Yeah.
To go safe, I would say Strangor. Wild guess. Strangor on Wyman will be very huge at any point. I mean, better earlier, but still. Is
Strangler
there
here would be good.
Sansa's? There is no that one weird event. Arya's gift. I saw it in one of few star decks in the cut. Viola. Oh, that broken card. Oh,
All right. He's getting a bunch of bodies out.
yep.
Yeah, probably it's probably the best thing Derek can do here for this turn. Just churn out some bodies, chuds.
Uh, Actually, I'm not fan of going that white here, just because there is wildfire coming next turn, definitely. I mean, I would assume there will be a wildfire.
This is true. However, I think Derek is okay with that. Small John is only a one over the deck, and after the wildfire flips, he's now down to 4 strength. So he might just end up keeping Wyman, Sansa, and Alisane, but then Sansa is reduced by a whole ton. So who knows? Who knows?
He does have one return to the fields. I mean, he wants to
Wildfire beats it.
beats because of
Yes.
the initiative. Oh, that's why. That's
Yes.
good. Right. Okay. Good point, guys. Right. That's right. That's why Wildfire's kind of made a comeback. Is that it beats that. Yeah.
Yep. And as mentioned here comes the Strangor.
There's a strangler.
Yeah. And to gold. Oh no, the captain is without text this face.
Yes. Yeah, that combination of Captain Grolio and Valerian Steel and Pentos is really strong.
I mean, it's almost as the Night's Watch built.
Yeah, it's essentially a seasoned woodsman, just in Targ.
Looks like they learned their lesson and made it one less trigger on Captain
Yeah,
Grell.
right.
Still, the Night's Watch duty is better. He has power icon.
Yeah, yeah, he's much better. he's light years better.
A jumping trick. Derek is continuing defending his hand, so looks like there is shenanigans there. Superior claim maybe or something like that. No, military challenge, which suggests again the same aspect of the wildfire that's probably coming.
This is all about setting up winning crossing, isn't it? Or
Yes,
Yeah,
it looks like a big power challenge will be at the end for a superior claim. That's
yeah,
my guess.
yeah. Superior claim is the best weapon I think Derek has going for him right now.
But I don't think he can even win that challenge.
yeah, no, I
Although
was doing
now
the math. It's
that Jogo is nailed would be very, yeah, that makes sense. Intrigue with Koto defending probably.
but what is it? Let's see, it's
The
that
power
gets
will
to
be for
12.
12,
Yeah.
but there is more, not enough to win it, but to stop the trigger by 5.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. 8.
6 plus
Yeah.
2 plus 2 plus 2.
That's 12.
The Jogo. Sorry, the Recaro on the end does have a power icon.
He does. He's a striker.
Yes.
Sync Winter Festival.
All right, so things look pretty good for Targ, right? They've kind of got a lot of
Ah,
good pieces out, right?
I think they're in the middle.
Just a move.
Uh, Up, yeah. In the wildfire, maybe a little bit too early here, but then it's a good place to use it just because you get less triggers of diamond now. If there is a wildfire coming. Although there is, but that's the only reset, and start getting on board with their big characters is very scary.
Interesting. I guess Carsten believes he needs some card draw here. I guess he didn't have enough ammunition in the tank.
So, 4 gold, 6 cards. How many did he draw? Three,
Oh,
and
he
then
drew he
somebody
drew a
else.
lot of cards.
This is something that caught me by surprise when the first time I started looking at the Brilliant Steel decks is that they're running a Return to the Fields 2.0, which makes a lot of sense actually. You want your attachments back to hand if they are not where they should be. And
Yeah, the fact that a lot of these attachments don't have terminal, and you're just able to play them over and over and over again. It's like a real big engine for this Valyrian Steel deck.
and Derek is continuously going extremely wide.
Yeah, I mean, my assumption is he's trying to force the reset. That's the only thing he could be doing.
Who is first this phase? I
Derek.
Derek.
Yes, Derek is first.
Okay, so if you're Derek here, and Wildfire's still sitting out there, I mean he's gonna. I guess I mean standing. He's gonna do his Wyman tricks this turn, right?
Oh yeah,
Even
definitely.
if he
All of
Oh
strings
them.
one,
yes.
he still wants to he can sacrifice draw cards, do that whole thing.
Yeah, last turn he probably really wanted to do that, but now he's just free to do it this turn.
Although now he has very key characters on the board, being all the small ladies.
So what do you if we not that we're assuming that Wildfire is happening next round, but are Stark's keepers going into next round? I mean, do you keep Ryman with Strangler on him, or do you let him go?
Definitely. I mean, he may be sacrificed now, even this phase, this turn, and that will allow you to keep 4 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because Arya is immune because of the Scepter for the Wildfire, so there will be 4 characters there, unless Scepter gets sacrificed, but I don't expect Derek to do that.
She's saying he'll sacrifice himself in order to kind of clear the attachment and bring Wyman
Mm-hmm.
back later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes down King Hizzy.
Is he running King in the North?
Yes, both of them, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them are running King in the North.
Mm-hmm.
Derek is running Poor King. Yeah, as his only king. I mean, we see what was it? Tomen showing his face. Wait a second. Okay,
What just happened?
I didn't see as well.
So he
Maybe
put Jorah into play and didn't pay for him. He said misclick, but then he put in Viserys and Jorah's still there.
Caesar Borel discarded. He didn't pay for either the attachment, Daenerys favor. Oh no, he returned Daenerys favor to his hand and moved Jorah to play because she's 2 as well, and the attachment is cost 2 as well. So I think that happened because I don't see it in play.
Yeah, I don't see Daenerys' favor in play.
So looks like that was returned to hand and then the Jorah was played.
Okay.
Military with the same being pain in the ass.
It's the
I mean,
perfect crossing card.
always pain in the ass in every Stars deck.
I'm just curious what tricks Carsten could pull here.
With 2 gold or what?
Yeah, well, he can definitely ambush an attachment, gain some gold, use something to discard with his Dar to ambush something. This
I don't think you want to go wide, much wider
probably
than this.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing that you're the only one holding a reset, it's kind of important.
Yeah. So I expect this to be defended by the captain. Yep.
And here comes the power challenge. How many does Derek want to bring?
enough to win the spirit claim that he's holding.
Or what he can stealth past the 12 strength, though, right? He can stealth past Ricardo,
Yes.
so that makes things a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. But then Daenerys' favor is minus as many characters he puts into the challenge, so that could get in the way of the math a little bit. So,
Yes, I think Derek is probably doing the math in his head right now.
so Sansa and Small John are definitely going to the challenge just because they have renown. Arya for the stealth, and I think that may be enough actually. So 10, 12, 18 looks like enough with the stealth. Yep,
Good call.
that's exactly what it is.
Are you guys assuming superior claims?
Yes.
Let's see, how many of those does he have? 3.
He's running the full 3, yeah.
He's a good crossing player.
Okay, I was wondering
Oh.
about that. It's like this. Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then cancel the resolution, what happened? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. A lot of misclicks happening for a. How long is the tournament going by this point? Like, it started in November or October? I don't know by this point. Attitude difference. Oh, where is the superior claim?
He's probably looking for it.
So he didn't have it? It would have been
Yeah.
a reaction to winning?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any amount of, like, was there any bluffing there? Like, representing? I mean, I guess at 18, no, he's not. The opposition is not stopping it.
The bluff would have been if he only brought Sansa and Small John.
Mm-hmm. But he wants the renown. I mean, that's the thing. It's just, yeah. So it wasn't a bluff. It's just here's my stealth and here's my 2 renown characters. So
Just guaranteeing the power, probably, yeah.
yeah. All right. So what kind of craziness is going to happen when Ricardo turns sideways?
Nothing. He
Nothing.
doesn't have any of the attachments. Yeah, he's missing all the attachments that are actually important at the moment, aside from Tokar.
Well, here's the thing. When Ricardo turns sideways, he's going to put another 2 Coaster into play.
Is he? With Wildfire still
With
in?
Breaker of Chains.
Yeah, no, I
Right,
see he
well,
could do it. Does he
he
need
could.
to?
Does he need to? Probably not. I don't think he does that. But he does get to stand him up because he's going to win whatever challenge he's in because of mercenary contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he needs the renown, either Warrior's Braid or the one for intrigue. No, one for power is Silver Steed. Pit Fighter's Blade is for military. One of those. Unfortunately, Recon is wiped, so he cannot find it unless he has 2 times the event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that Rickon is doing a lot of work right now.
So Ivan, if I can summarize what you're saying, like despite all these attachments out there, he hasn't hit the ones he actually needs. This is turning into a race, and he doesn't have what he needs. I mean, and Stark's
Yeah.
going to race pretty fast here.
Yes, correct. Despite all the card draw out of Targ's Steel, he hasn't drawn his rushy cards, and Derek's whole deck is based upon rushing. So if you're trying to race with Stark, you really need those renown cards in hand, ready to go.
Is there any issue with that Derek needs to be thinking about in terms of because he's first player, like, and he wants to do a bunch of sacrifices? I guess he doesn't have to do it in the challenge phase, right? There's nothing about.
Yeah. You can do them afterwards. In taxation, preferably.
He's triggered Wyman once. He's still got 2 Wyman triggers.
Okay.
He can stop it, I think, right? He can get to 6.
Yeah, but Rakaro is at 5, so he can stop it if he wants. Chapter is 3.
He could sacrifice a card here to stand Wyman to help block, but I don't think that's the best idea.
Yeah, the question is, what do you sacrifice if you want to do that?
I mean, if you had to sacrifice a card, I would assume it's Alisane Mormont, because you want to keep that Rickon in play. I'm not sure how important Derek's hand is right now.
We know he's not protecting a superior claim.
He's, in fact, not protecting a superior claim. That is the truth. Here is the tricky thing, though, about that Wildfire Assault. Because of the Septa, Arya is immune to Wildfire, so Derek will get to keep one more additional character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if Carsten's going to decide to do the Wildfire, he better make sure his 3 characters are better than Derek's 4.
That's a good discard.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Are you saying this is something that Derek didn't mind discarding, or it was a good hit?
It's a good hit.
Yeah,
Because
it's a really good hit.
that's your good reflood card after a reset.
Correct.
Yeah.
God forbid Derek hits, like a passing the black gate. He just pays 3 gold and tutors for like 2 other these guys plus a Daisy Mormont. And it snowballs real quick.
And she bear for something else.
Correct. Correct.
I mean, these guys are so why is he sacrificing in standing? Oh, he lost the card to yeah. Okay. These guys are the engine of the that made Stark whole Hugh so strong. Uh, barely this and the she bears that came out last expansion.
Yeah, She-Bear is a great card. I love it.
Yeah, for the Night of the Whole Hue, they are amazing. Else, there are a lot better cards than them, but still.
Mathing.
Yes, quite important skill for us Game of Thrones players.
Not an optional skill.
Oh
Yes,
no. Do you think Carson pulls the trigger here? Do you think this is time for the wildfire?
if he has gifts, yes. If he doesn't, no. That's my thinking.
I think I agree.
I think King in the North is probably more likely to be seen here.
King of the
Eh,
North would be really bad for Derek. There it
yep.
is.
King in the North makes a lot more sense.
And that's going to turn off Wyman and
Recon.
Rick in this turn, yeah.
Unless there is a Wolf King found, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
So is Wolf King the only king in Derek's deck?
It's an attachment, yes.
Yeah, but that's the
Yes.
only way to. Okay.
Yes, I believe he plays core Rob, not King Rob.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Derek is first again.
Yes.
That is something you don't want to say this opponent. Distance will survive.
It's kind of interesting that he would make Derek first.
It's better. Strictly better in the crossing matchups.
True. However, if
Unless you're gonna wipe the board with your challenges, but
my thinking was that if he was afraid Derek would have Wolf King, this would be the time for him to start using his all of like his gifts to the widow and any other tricks he might have, so Derek couldn't stop it.
Well, he didn't.
that is true. Well, he didn't, yeah. Looks like Derek just willingly decided not to go white here.
All right, so let's take.
This has actually been a pretty good back and forth game so far. I'm actually really enjoying this one.
Or you have to watch the one that I streamed from today actually.
Which match was that?
UK Wani versus Canada Baratheon or something like that. Yeah, it's an amazing game. Baratheon was at 14 for 3 turns, I think, or 4. And then the Wani win.
Jeez.
It was nail biter.
Okay.
Now we see the Daenerys favor,
Yeah.
hitting Jobo. Going drone.
I hate playing these kind of matches that get super wide, just because doing all of the permutations, the challenge permutations, just get so complex that it stops being fun. Trying to figure out your different lines.
But that's part of the Game of Thrones, my friends. Either you win or
Maybe.
you die.
I'm on the fence. This matchup is very tricky to navigate for both sides, actually. So I would say it's not that bad. But for the other, but for general big guys versus big guys, I'm again not a fan of. And in my game, this board will never stick.
All right, Alejandro in chat says he might have Shadow of the East too, and that's just attachment removal though, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it would also be in shadows because you can't play it from hand.
True as well.
So I'm not sure. What point do you think Alejandro is trying to make there? Or Alejandro, you can weigh in on chat.
Interesting choice for defense there. Oh, keeps for 3.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
what do
Thanks.
you find here? What did Alejandro say?
Well, he's just saying that if he has Shadows of the East, then he could handle the Wolf King attachment because he could clear it.
Oh yeah. Um, Dragon's go for the renowned defense, which is
All right, so there's
interesting.
Dragon Skull. This is one of the attachments you were.
Yeah, but why didn't he? Ah, yeah, because this time Derek smartly stealthed Joe. They're almost tying the card draw. 39 to 35 cards in the deck. So
Well, let's hold the phone. They're almost equal to cards in deck. They are definitely not equal in cards drawn.
Yeah. Different starting points.
Interesting that he would put the Dragon Skull on the Jogo.
he wanted the defense renown.
I suppose, but you could easily just lock up 2 power with the Recaro.
True as well. Maybe he has one of the other attachments. Not one to ambush, another gift.
Yeah,
That's
perhaps, yeah.
So that was the easy challenge.
Well, I think the Intrigue is also the easy challenge. You just turn Wyman sideways.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, but then there is no dedication in resources for the defense. That is something that you don't want to do.
This is
Because
true.
Burrell will defend the challenge by himself. You want to lose 2 icons from the opponent or 2 characters. So stuff like that. And there is. Ooh, now that's.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's a good card. I
That's a
imagine that.
very scary card actually in this moment.
Yeah, and that's going on Sansa. That's a really good target.
Yeah, it's additional stealth and double renown from 2 challenges.
And Insight, which is also probably relevant for Derek.
I mean, he's at 5 cards, but quality over quantity, so. Right.
I mean, he's probably digging for the superior claim, if anything.
Yeah, but then again, he has to win the challenge, and to win the challenge, he
Yes,
has to dedicate quite a bit of resources because Recaro can just say no.
this is true. This is true.
But then again, this is also a line of play to just remove Recaro from the power challenge.
I mean,
Although,
if he really wanted to, he could bring Wyman, Sansa, and Septa to the. Oh, he decides to bring Arya. Interesting.
so he's taking everything. At least the bigger stealth,
I think
the
personally
bigger.
myself, I might have just forced him to kneel down his board here by just stealthing just by not bringing Arya and bringing Wyman instead.
It doesn't matter. I would have stealthed the other way around to give the option for a defense or leave it unopposed or something like that. So I would have stealthed Gurevo and Jorah. Although 11 is very hard to reach now that we have
Ooh,
It is.
Queensguard. Where did the Queensguard go? On Jogo?
yeah, we're on Jogo.
Did So I'm sorry. Did Derek pass? Oh, he can't stop it because of King of the North, right? So there was no Rickon trigger to do. Right.
Correct.
And again, only Gureu. So how much renown is there now?
He has the Jorah and the Jogo that have renown.
And we see Shadow is discarded. And random. Walker will not miss Sunday.
Yeah, here's what I'm saying though: if you bring Wyman instead of Sansa, right, you still stealth the Recaro, and now you put Carsten in a position where he has to either defend it moderately, or if he wants to win it, he commits his board to a bunch of their blocks. And now this leaves you with the power challenge to stealth both of his big power icons with Sansa and Arya.
Yeah. I think this answer was Arya was mistake, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Sansa mistake.
I didn't like the Arya the intrigue challenge.
And he was just making sure to win it.
I guess he could stand her technically with the Northern Armory before he makes his challenge.
He can't.
Oh, that's right, King of the North, correct.
So now power will be for 9, 10, 16, 20 maximum power. Unless there is another copy of Gotham to recon. Uh, this is 13, which is again more than enough on the lower end. So
Yep, and this, let's see.
13, and 6. Even Joe is not enough to
What
stop.
I have a dumb question. What's giving Sansa stealth?
He
Uh,
played
no
Oh,
I am
one.
I
no
am no
one.
one. Okay, there you go.
This is time period frame. Crossing.
There's the superior claim. There you go, Derek.
Yeah.
And he's at 14.
Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. Hmm.
Can he stop anything coming back though? Or he doesn't
No.
care.
Uh,
Doesn't,
no,
doesn't
no.
care.
There is quite enough intimidate. There is Stentina. The question is, can Mitras close?
He's at 5. But you think that's possible? That's possible?
Well, we'll see.
Hey, Saturday, Sunday. So military is unopposed with Jogo. Oh, he's going close with the power.
And you know what? If he brought the Masande into play, he could have blocked that power challenge just for enough to not let Derek trigger superior claim.
No, because the mat is very weird with the nearest favor. It removes your characters as well.
True.
So the mat is very weird there. If he defended with both Jogo and Hildar, would have been enough to
Boy,
make him.
math is hard.
Oh, mat is very hard. Reaction tuning.
Alright, so Alejandro has said in chat, oh hey look, Shadow of the East in the discard pile. His point
Well, look,
earlier is that anytime you see someone make what could be a mistake, in this case going second, allowing Derek to have Wolf King, it's either a mistake or more likely it provides insight into their hand.
Yeah.
Shut up, Alejandro.
Yeah, it's the kind of quality commentary that's really, you know, this that the stream is known for when you're on it.
And this is what I was saying. See now that call to reset 4 strength, just because of the nearest favor.
Mm-hmm. You're right, man.
Nine, and then if you say intrigue left, it should be again on the post with Jora. What? Why not Jora?
That's a good question.
Okay. House Cat of War in chat says that King's Road is super important right now. I'm assuming you're talking about the intrigue. I mean the initiative bonus there. But
Let's
or do
see
you
how
think he's talking
important it
about something
actually
else?
is. Well, I mean, the King's Road is important for the initiative. Let's see. So his plots he's used so far are at the gates fortified and return to the fields. He still has exchange available.
Well, but this is kind of an initiative race right now, right?
Yes, and I believe Carson's is gonna go first. Yeah, I think he's flipping you when you die.
Derek is going definitely to winner to die, and that's why the point was made for the King's Roll, because it's tie,
Mm-hmm.
and he will be in less power, so he will go first as the Targaryen, and then he can close. What was that? Now there you go. Oh, they both flipped you in the die.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I would have went wildfire. I think it's with no one is beating Rakaro in anything smaller board is better for me. And finally see by the guard is out, but it doesn't matter. And what do you name in Marshall?
I mean, I guess Khal Drogo is a good. It's a good one.
That was discarded.
It was, but he also drew a bunch of cards now. So
They're two in the discard pile.
there is two. So maybe it's not a good one.
Uh,
Yep, I get Khal
still,
Drogo. Safe
still a
bet.
solid choice. Yeah.
Dude, that's just the card you just straight up lose to.
I mean, there is quite a few cards that you straight up. Ooh, that's nice. Additional strength.
Horse Lord's not a bad draw. Let's see, what could actually keep this game alive for Derek? Well,
I was about to say nightmares, but I don't.
it's not on his list. That'd be a really good one if he had it.
Yeah.
I think probably his best guess. This is just me. It would have to be at least one of his Eddard Starks, or Rob, and a Wolf King, perhaps. Oh, there's a Rob
There's Wolf King.
and Wolf King. Look at that.
Yeah, but it doesn't help. Gureo trigger.
That's rude.
That's so dumb.
Uh, Still, that Rakaru is very, very, very strong. Jogo is with stealth. So
Yeah, and they're both going to stand up for each challenge.
at least once.
At
So
least once.
power, I think, it's game. I mean, just because there is double renown on power challenges, and he can do 2 power challenges, which is absurd. Absurd. Power with everything, everything. Sansa. Okay.
Yeah, she's the big one. The
Missandei.
22 seems to be GG.
So yeah, powerful 22 seems to be a GG. Is there 22 on this side of the board?
Derek can block for a standing 13.
Yep, and Derek realized it. Trigger, that's a good practice. Trigger everything so you don't forget.
Got to 14.
No, it's more.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he got to 4.
Stark got to 14, and it's not enough.
So how's the score with this? Well played, Germany. I mean,
3-2 Germany now.
Yeah, 3-2 to Germany.
still in the center.
That's a tough loss. It's a very tough loss.
I said Derek is saying he should have won or died last turn.
Yeah, I think as well it was a good call. What was the last turn? What? It was King of the North, so yeah. Maybe.
I mean, what was
But
Barring doing for him?
stopping me Sunday. He stopped one me Sunday.
I suppose, but I mean, with your board is that big, like is Masande that big of a deal?
Really not, but still.
Well, that was a close game, technique game. Little sad to see Derek not pull it out.
Yeah, and as we were saying, it's oh my mind, my at this level, it's I was saying deceptively strong Targaryen deck, deceptively strong.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah. If Germany goes on to win this 5-4, and we'll look at this match as the real decider, where Stark got to 14.
I mean, US managed to beat Han some way after that amazing video.
Oh, Andres, I love him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be streaming at least 2 more USA matches today. We've got Colt in exactly 3 hours, and then I'll be streaming Alejandro tonight, 11 o'clock Pacific. That's 2 o'clock Eastern. God knows what that is in the rest of the world. And then it's also possible that there will be an Alex Black game today. I don't think it has a time yet, so that's a possibility.
Yeah, I don't see any time yet listed, of course, in the chat, so we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Well, thanks for joining, guys. If you guys are around for either of these later on.
I'm planning to play a little bit Path of Exile, which may lead to in 3 hours playing, but we'll see.
Okay.
That game is like this deceptive. Okay.
Feel free to drop in. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
Take care.